Somewhere along the way, we got off course. Everyone has been sold this idea that all cattle produce the same product, and every level of care and quality, or lack thereof, got mixed in together and shipped out as the same. It became known as this one thing, represented by a single word: beef. But that's not the entire story. There's so much more to beef than what people have been told. It can possess such a variety of flavor and nuance that reflect the breed and environment in which it was raised. There are over 800 different breeds of cows and thousands of different diet types.
And as we learn more about how these grass types and these breed types impart flavor and textures into the product, the end product, we can start to develop preference.
The wine industry offered us visibility, which allowed us to appreciate the difference between wines. If they had taken the same approach that the beef industry had, we would only experience these variations by chance, not by choice. We're bringing a shift, and it all starts with the ranches. They are the only ones who know every detail about each animal they have raised. These are the families who have cared for and created quality. They can tell you the breed, what the cows eat, and the geography they live in, all of which influence the flavor and texture of beef. So, we are cutting out the middleman and reestablishing a relationship with the source.
Something I've always wanted to do. I think it goes back, like I said, 100 years ago when my great-great-grandfather started ranching. I think it's something that's in your blood. My son, he's my right-hand man, you know. It's definitely a family operation. The high desert, it can be harsh, but at the same time, on a good year, and even this year, the grasses up there are so hardy and so high in protein that our cattle grow good. They're good cattle, and they're desirable. You look out there and you're like, there's no green grass out there. There is, you know, and the cows will find it.
It's tougher for cattle to run in the mountains as high as these are because we go up to timberline. Our cattle have been born and bred here, so they're used to it. The cattle eat these high mountain grasses that are up here, and so I don't think you could ask for a more wholesome product raised up here on clean mountain streams and grasses and such. We gather the cattle and calve them out and do everything ourselves. We don't have any employees. It's all just done with the family. I guess you might say it's in our blood.
The marketplace itself is kind of basically yearning for something different. We're able to provide something that they probably never experienced. I think we left quality behind for quantity, and so that's kind of what has led into the Wagyu. When you look at Wagyu influenced cattle, those can be 2 to 5 times prime. I don't think we're getting our money's worth out of what we're buying out of store-bought beef. I kind of approach it from a different aspect of we want to, you know, leave a legacy in the breed and create better animals.
We run Gelbvieh Angus Cross and Angus Cross cattle. You know, getting out there and seeing the country and seeing the sunrise every morning and the sun go down every night. You know, it's something that you can't buy. You know, I've got mostly native pasture, but I've got a lot of Bermuda coastal fields that I graze and cut. The more tender, lush grasses will create a better profile in the flavors. You know, we'll raise them as grass as long as we can, and usually the last month or 2 we start grain feeding them.
Well, Hereford cattle are one of the first cattle that ever came to America from England. They're an English breed, and they're probably the easiest cattle in the whole bovine industry to get along with. They got the best disposition. We raise our own hay, and the cattle graze throughout the summer and the spring and summer and fall on native grasses, clovers, timothy, orchard, brome. That's what we feed and finish our cattle on. That's what I feed my family, and that's what I put it on to consumers as well. You know, my grandpa told me when I was a little boy, do it right and stick with it if you're ever going to be successful. And so I live by that.
We thought we could abandon our relationship with the ranchers, in order to produce beef on this massive scale. But quality and visibility got lost. We're bringing transparency back to the beef industry. We've only begun to scratch the surface with beef. We're doing something different, but this isn't new. It was just forgotten. REN BOS is connecting you with ranches to provide the best damn beef.